good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this video. So yeah, I am behind on videos, so I do apologise. But yeah, so today was take your escort to work day. And if you didn't know, this isn't my real job. This is just my dirty habit, it is, yeah. It is, yeah, so my real job. So my real job, I took it, go and get some tyres done. So on my way up here as well, it's like fucking 30 odd degrees, flipping 30 odd degrees. Some guy in his Model S Tesla was behind me, didn't even notice, couldn't even hear everything. Anybody knows this car runs nice and rich, because when it runs rich, you won't burn holes in your pistons, do you know what I mean? But yeah, he thought he was a bit of a boy and a half, he did, like he went a bit of a toy, so he went past. And then all of a sudden, this guy in his 335D come up and he was like, you could hear them on and off, it was a bit smoky with his kid in the front. And I was like, do you know what? If you know me, I'd never rag this car because I've always got my daughter or my wife in the car. But this car does go. It absolutely goes. You've seen it go, haven't you? Yeah? It shifts. Like I said, it's 311 brake on a low boost map with 300 pound of torque. It shifts, it lags and it goes. But yes, we showed them who's boss. Let's put it our way. Anyhow, right, so we've got jobs today. Jobs. So, it's in Bay, it is, yeah? And you probably have spotted, I'll be talking about that in many future videos to come. So if you want to know anything about that, we'll talk about it in the future. Big shout out to everybody in the previous videos who've been watching, because this has got loads and loads of work done on it. And I'm sure you'll agree the underside and the rear beam is all starting to come. This car's going to be the bomb. So it needs suspension and a rear beam. Well, the rear beam needs a bit of a refurb, which is over there. I need rear shocks for it. Finished doing welding the other side, that's due to come down on the ground. Then we get on the body work, and that thing is coming hard and it's coming fast. I'm getting really, really excited. This is out having an engine. It's up in Dave Pritchard DP Motorsport, top secret car. Maybe we'll do a video on it, like I said, in the future. But yeah, we've got a video of us going to collect the engine off Dave Pritchard. I apologise, my mics need to go on charge. But yeah, there'll be a video of us collecting the engine from Dave Pritchard. Funny enough, I'm meeting Dave Pritchard tomorrow up in RS Combe. I'm going to do a walk around his stand. So by then you've probably seen some of his cars. Okay, so this is on the ground. It's going to get jacked up now. And we got a rear passenger side wheel bearing, 1x drop link, been waiting for ages, wash and polish ready for RS Combe, and a stone chip. But I also need to finish a bit of welding on a chap's car across from me. I'll do a little video of that now as well, of working on that. And to be honest, I am super proud of it. It's not even my car, and it was done as a favour. But yeah, so I'm going to quickly do that, and I'm going to leave the man, the myth, the legend, Dylan, get this up in the air, get the wheel off it with the Ugga Dugger, and we're going to crack this wheel bearing off, and he's going to have a lesson how to do a Escort RS rear wheel bearing. Just looking at bed, thought I left my light on. Yeah. Daydreaming. Oh, happy days, there's a man. Got to get the mics on charge, make sure it's turned on, because I never turn the electric on, because I'm tight. But yeah, stay tuned, stay watching, it'll be a good video. Look at them muscles, oh my gosh. Dylan, whoa. Spoiler might hit the roof.
No one though. These are knackered. Need to
do your FUC cage when rats come out with a nut. And we are smelling. Right, off camera, you'll see him underneath there, but off camera, I have done all the work. We've hit the races that, we've had heater up, and if you've ever done a wheelbarrow on the back from RS2000, it can either be easier or it can be a pain in the ass. But tomorrow, that's going to be a banger. Let me show you. So, old bearing out is toast, old races out and stuff like that. The old races here, right pain in the backside, so I'd use these out, hammering it down on some wood, 36mm sockets, all that kind of stuff. It's back on now, it needs to be tightened up. Dylan's doing a brake up ready, so we can put a handbrake on so we get some tension through it. What I tend to do is don't go by the torque settings from historic experience because it's too tight. So I crack this as tight as I physically can, and then what we do is I go about 5 degrees back off. So I need to remember to it's on the passenger side, okay? On this car, how can I explain? It's got a reverse thread, if that makes sense. So to tighten it, we're going that way. Gosh, he's a good lad, isn't he? So yeah, wheel goes on now. And what the plan is, okay, we spin the wheel and check to make sure everything's okay. We tighten it right up and then we back that off to make sure it's okay. Yeah, and then hopefully we have no issues with this wheel bearing. It doesn't collapse on the way to Castle Combe, because I'm really looking forward to that. So Dylan's on taking the other wheel off because we've got some Gravit 600 which I need to apply because I do some tidying up and a bit of welding on it. That's right, everybody. So yeah, so anyway, we're going to have a quick clean up now in the arches with some scotch, and I'm going to mask up, well, put some paper down, some tissue down, tissue and rags, and I'm going to get this on. Only a quick blast, quite light dusting, because we're going to wash a car, but I just want it to be tidy. So yeah, don't forget, these Fords wrought inside out. When the Fiesta is done, the car is coming off the road for a full restoration. They'll be having inner floors, sills, all that kind of stuff, new chassis rails, as all Escorts do, because before I bought it, it's had many repair. And they're not bad, but they're not how I would like them. And I want to keep a car forever, so, but yeah, that's the next job. So quickly blast this on. Bit of a week in the life of keeping a car on the road and show prep, really, innit? So yeah, quickly, hold on, zoom in. We've done a bit of stone chipping there, just because we've had some welding. Not scared to hide that. And yeah, stone chip on the wheel. So luckily, we will use, what have we got here? What's that one? Panel wipe on a cloth and get that off. Okay, next job, the main man Dylan's going to get the wheels back on. He's going to drop the car down onto the ground, jack the front up, and we're going to do a drop link on the front. Exciting times. So yeah, do a drop link on the front, and then we're going to give the car, get outside and give it a wash. In the meantime, I'm going to flip you around and show you something else. Next up on Dan's Bangers episode is this absolutely minter, 142k, okay? This has a belt done on it. It's a £20 a year road tax car. It's got age-related marks. It's got dings. It's had paint. It's not the best, okay? But it's got ice-cold aircon, okay? And it's got a nice interior in it. Lovely car, 2 keys. So this is going to upcycle now. So the last car we bought for £200 and we sold for £12.50. So we made £950 profit on it. So on the next video, if this is sold, you can put a guess in the comments of what this cost me and how much we. And who knows, okay? So this could be Dan to the RS500. This could be Dan getting a bigger premises. This could be Dan buying his 911 Porsche Turbo, which he's always dreamed about. It's obtainable, isn't it? I mean, sell 10 cars, make £1,000 profit, you got 10 grand. Go out and buy that car. Do you know what? We've got this bad boy and stuff like that. So I could sell them all and buy, don't know, what's Matt Arm's gone driving? A Porsche GTRS, whatever, something like that. I mean, go for all the, I don't know, cars that everybody has. Buy a G-Wagon, buy a, I don't know, or a Bugatti, just like every other YouTuber. Do you know what I mean? But no, we keep it real on this channel. We're showing you how it's done. That's why we're showing you all the work that goes into here. Time today is definitely not outside, but the next job is to ugga-dugga off, take a bottom one off, and hopefully, like, simple, straightforward, swap this. There he is. This is a man. Look at him checking. He's being filmed so people believe he's actually doing work. You have to take that clip off, right? And it goes on to this one. Oh, so you can't write this. So my Vibratech engine mount, one of the bolts are vibrated loose. Proper Vibratech. So now, scrap this off. We're going to have to take the car home because I have an bolt. I've got an old engine mount there. And then we'll, I'll do that later on. But in the meantime, Dylan the detailer currently clean the car. On to the next clip. Okay, so power washer is coming out and we've got the Auto Perfection goodies. And I've actually brought my drying towel with me. And I have also brought, of course, Dylan, my snow foam gun. So we are going to use no Auto Perfection, we're going to try this lovely smelling bubble gum. Not as thick as my own. So yeah, a good look that is, like, it's not been cleaned for such a long time and that's for ceramic coating and beading on it. Just look at the way it's naturally running down here. That's absolutely flawless, I mean. So I'll do it again. Hold on. The water doesn't really stick to the start. Bone dry. It's good, isn't it? So yeah, we've not even put any products on here yet. And the shine is flawless. Look at that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the product on tomorrow when I'm up in Combe. But you'll be seeing this video like next week. So reflection is on point on it. The car does have flaws in it now. We've been fiberglass, got an odd little crack here and there, which I always expected was going to happen. But look, this car got painted 4 years ago, so I'm really happy with it. Still looks apart. So you'll be really critical and go up and say, oh, it's cracked there, but this, everyone I have seen is cracked. I love that little nod to my daughter because we took the stickers off the back. Tell me what your thoughts are for that. But yeah, I'm going to fly off home shortly and then I'm going to do the engine mount on it. Let's get up to Combe tomorrow, which you'll be seeing that video probably before this video, and then hopefully well, get some good content for you. Okay, so drop link done. Confident?
Confident.
Wash done. Polish tomorrow. Stone chip done. Passenger side wheel bearing rear done. Forgot to add the engine mount there, but the engine mount does have to be done. Gosh, it is shining. It is coming up clean in it. What's your thoughts still? What's it like? What's it like to see a white car, not a cream car? Oh, whatever, innit? Dylan was, if you have a look on socials, you see his Civic on, is it usually Dakota or Dakota nights, is it?
Yeah.
Up on Cafe in the Machine, so people are loving his car up there. So glad to be part of that. But yeah, let's fly off home now and get some work done on this. Also, we're educating Dylan, but yeah, something he hasn't seen. So who remembers Birthday 2000 Fastford feature in 2023, I think? 6-page spread. Didn't know that, did I?
No, I didn't know.
And also, we appeared in this month's Max's magazine, which is the old Max Power magazine, where Andrew Mills, aka Millsy from the Max Power magazine, reached out to me about the big Welsh drive out with the RS as we done. So how cool is that? So that's a double cool. I'll put a little overlay and clip up of that as well now. We had a cool little sticker and a little thank you from him and stuff like that, and a mention of the magazine with all the cars. So go back and watch our video. That's pretty good, cool and good homage to the whole thing that we do in. So all the anxiety, all the stress and all the fears about doing it, it paid off. We are also doing another one and we're booked in for September, just confirming dates, and it's going to be an outstanding route as well. Right, so I don't know if you can hear me yet. Speak up so you got no mics. Car's still relatively cold, but bit lumpy and jerky. So I'm going to head off home, as I said. Now we're going to give it a little tickle bird for you. There's a car coming up behind you at backside. Or an absolute tool. I always think you can hear noises or something's wrong. Really need to change this engine, well, the bolt engine. I can feel it on the linkage, rocking back and forth on and off the clutch. So sometimes it's difficult to engage a gear because obviously the movement on it. My clutch isn't very friendly either. So I could hear my heat shield rattling earlier, so I put the jack down. Dylan left an axles down under it. Big shout out Dill, well done mate. Luckily we didn't do any damage. He did seem to really panic, so it shows what boy cares. But yeah, everything seems okay so far. So the fresh engine build through the F.O.R.D channel is now at 2,011 miles, or 2,211, or 2,211 miles, which isn't bad going. Backfires, it drives absolutely outstanding. So it's not only a cosy rep, it's a coswish, it's a cosy beat at everyone. So yeah, that's gonna upset some people. The car absolutely goes like a rocket, do you know what I mean? And I never even give her a bit of gas. I just don't feel the need to. I just enjoy it. I like the chatter, I like the burble, I like the turbo lag, I love the noise of a spool. It did cross my mind to put dump valve on here the other day because I've got a few. And I'm like, that noise is just period correct. It's there, it's 90s nostalgia, isn't it? I can hear the engine mount rocking. So let's hope it doesn't fall out. Third gear, little pull. And we can't even give any guts because there's people on the road. Checking for that wheel bearing noise. You know, it's like when you think it's big up, in the background, sounds good to me. So yeah, it's an absolute peg of a job. So the mount up there, you can see the Vibrotech mount, is a be all end all pain in my life. So where it is a really good solid mount, it keeps like vibrating bolts out. It's absolutely killing me. So hopefully this engine isn't rocking so much anymore. Let's have a look. To be honest, it doesn't look any different to me. Okay, so we've tightened up the other one. That's better. So there's two of them. And the other one's worked loose. Right, I'll take that all day long. Slow this car down. I'm howling, I'm stinking. I've hammered my hands, so I'm literally hammered. I've had a Copperberg, like a wet willy, because I'm a loser. But yeah, gonna have this, put a tools by, put a car by. And then I'll see you all in the next video. But yeah, I'm off to Castle Combe. Until next time.